Let's play a new game.
Okay. Okay, first thing we gotta do is go downstairs. And then down here, we have to go in here, we have to shut off the water pump. We have to grab one of Goofy's clothing items.
It gets pretty damp down here.
I don't really know what it is. The shirt, yeah. Then you gotta put a log in the furnace.
When I put logs in the furnace, the house gets cozy warm.
Cozy warm. Okay. Now there's a bunch of water out here. And
Maybe we can jump from case to case.
And now, this is kind of a hard trick. You have to get up on this thing right here.
Oh, there she is. My trusty fishing.
No.
Rod.
Okay,
You sure
okay.
have caught my share of fish
Yeah.
that one.
It's kind of hard to get up there. And sometimes if you spam square when you land, you jump again for no reason. When square has nothing to do with jumping. Okay. Now we're upstairs. Okay. Now I gotta run upstairs and do the key mini game. Yeah, it's in this room right here. There's multiple rooms up here, but you only have to go in this one for an item in 80%. And then you gotta examine this wardrobe in order to do a mini game.
Pluto, what are you
Something
doing?
about Pluto takes the key and runs, and then yeah, then he buries it.
Key, Pluto. Come here, boy.
Something like that. Okay. And basically, in the mini game, you have to jump on some moles, and you have to jump on 3 of them, and then you get the key. It's pretty simple. And there's a little bit of RNG, because all of them could pop up right next to you like this, and all of them could pop up towards the outside. Like that. And where's the third guy? Right here? Okay, get back over there. There you go.
He's got a headache.
There's all 3.
Now we can get into the wardrobe to get my golfing pants.
Yeah. Now that you have the key, you can get the golfing pants, and then you can move on. Cool. That's pretty good. And then now I can go out of here and into the attic. Okay. Up here in the attic, I gotta go right here and grab the air pump out of this little chest. And now I gotta run over here, move some stuff out of the way. Just like this. You have to, yeah, it's kind of dumb. You gotta move everything into
There are my skis. Behind
the right spot. And you grab the skis, and now you can go back downstairs. Yeah, the camera's kind of weird. And selecting the right doors and examining the right thing is kind of hard sometimes. But now, run over here, get this hat.
my favorite golfing hat.
Then we gotta go in here into the kitchen. And then, now that I'm in the kitchen, open the fridge. No, don't put on the blender. My bad. Okay, you gotta open that.
Sure looks cold.
And you want that, the ham. Yeah, you can examine like basically everything, and then some of the stuff does weird stuff.
Oh, what's that he's wearing on his hand.
And there's the boxing gloves. Okay, now we go back. Gotta hit this just cause. Do some boogieing. You do not have to do that for the run. I just do that every run for no reason.
Those movie pictures sure don't look right.
Okay. Now we get to do some skiing. Okay. Go with this. You gotta like get on each side of the flag that it wants you to, and if you miss, and if you go on the wrong side of the flag, it takes 10 seconds away from the timer. But and it's actually kind of hard to control Goofy. Like, it's not as easy as you'd want it to be, especially when some of the things are like this, when they're like that close together. And then the crowd like goes crazy when you go off the ledges and stuff. But yeah, you can miss up to like 4 of these little things, and then yeah, the crowd's gonna go crazy. Okay. All right. Yeah, that happens. Oof, that's not good. Whatever, I should be fine. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. That's fast. Okay. And then, now that we're done with the skiing, we gotta do the golfing. Golfing is like the longest segment in the run, but I can save a lot of time here if I don't mess up the holes.
If you want to watch one of my home movies, press the circle button.
It's kind of hard to get. There you go. It's kind of hard to get positioned on the painting right, because if you do it wrong, you're gonna go through one of the doors and you go through like a long animation and a loading screen, and it's kind of slow. It's really slow. Okay. Okay, so the thing with golfing is there's like a power meter on the side, and you usually want to go for what it recommends you. But like sometimes if you go like one higher, one lower, it can be more beneficial to you. But usually the first 2, I just go full power to get it over there. But there's also times where you want to not do full power on the first 2 swings. So yeah, there's the first hole. There's 9 holes in total in this whole golfing section, and this is the hole that I messed up in my PB. There's a specific thing you want to do on the second swing. You don't want to go full power. You want to go one lower. Because it makes the second part a lot easier. That's not what I wanted. I think I can still do this.
Oh, shucks.
Are you... Yeah, this hole is just really hard. My problem is I keep doing too much power on the third swing. And I can do a little less on this one too. Yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot more what I want. Now I can push this right in. There you go.
Gorge, a birdie. Good going.
That's still a big time waste. But it's okay. Okay. Then just shoot that right in. Okay. And there, I'm gonna go right there. Hold back a little bit, because if you do full power here, it'll send it like right all the way past the hole and up into the trees back there, and it's really hard to get it in. And there you actually want to hold it back. Even if you have to do 2 swings, if you go higher than that, he'll launch into the air. Yeah, it's just... That's how you kind of have to do that one. It's an extra swing, but it's how you gotta do it so you don't have to redo the hole. Because if you go into the green, I think, if you go into the green or the yellow, he does like a hard swing and it'll pop the ball up into the air, depending on like the terrain, and you don't want that to happen. Might have been a little too hard, but that's fine. Yeah, and see here, I just want to do that, and that should still go in.
Careful now.
Yeah, perfect. That's fine. Okay. So still a lot smoother than my PB, even if I did redo the one hole. I'll have to look into hole 2 a little more. And then right in. Cool. 3 more holes, and then we're done with golfing. Okay. Yeah. Should be able to tap this right in. Nah. I'm gonna go like that just to get it closer. And there, that'll go in. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you don't want to trust the recommended for the power, because a lot of time it's way too much power, but sometimes it's too little, and it's yeah. As long as this makes it past the... Okay. Oof. Okay, whatever. That should be okay. Is it gonna give me another hole shot? I don't know.
Careful now.
Okay. There you go. Yeah. Some of the holes gets a little scary. Alright, this is the last hole. The 9th hole isn't too bad. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Might have been a little too much power. But I think that should be fine. That should be fine. Whatever, let me just tap it right in. Tapping it. There you go. Okay. It wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, but it wasn't too slow. It's fine. Okay, we got a couple more mini games. I got another item to grab, but we don't have too much left here.
If you want to watch
leave
one of
here.
my home movies,
I gotta
press the circle button.
I gotta go in here and get the tire and blow it up. That's why I had to grab the air pump earlier. And there's this little like
There's something under the car.
splotch of grease right there,
I wonder what it could be.
and you want to avoid that because you fall over if you walk on it, and it just wastes time.
Well, that ought to do it.
But it's pretty easy to avoid. It's just, I don't know, some of the hot boxes can end up being really weird in this game. Okay, now that we have the tire, we can go right here. And now I get to drive a car. Apparently, Goofy forgot his gym bag over at the gym, and I gotta drive all the way over to the gym to get the gym bag. World record attempts. World record is actually kind of optimized in this game. But if this gets into SGDQ, I will definitely be grinding for record a little bit in this game. Yeah, the car in this game is really weird. It's hard to control. And the surroundings just look horrible, and it kind of hurts your eyes if you look too closely at things. It's an experience.
Hey, you got the bonus. Left turn coming
Like, some people think this looks bad, but you don't know how bad this actually is until you play it. It's kind of, oh, it's bad.
Right turn coming up. Watch out.
And yeah, coming up, there's like a train. There's a train that goes by. I don't know if there's a way to skip it. I don't think I've put enough time into it to know if there's a way to skip the train that goes by, because it's just kind of, I don't see a faster way to get there and to skip it. I think it's just there's a trigger that when you get close to it, but I'll have to look into that more.
Right turn coming up. Right turn coming up.
Okay, it's coming up right here. It's this.
Hey, you got the bonus.
See, I don't know if there's a way to skip this, because you can't go around any of this. You just kind of gotta sit here, and I don't know how to get here faster than this. So I just think it's a trigger when you turn onto that street. Just kind of unfortunate. Yeah, that was my plan, to submit this for the awful block, because this game is really bad. Alright, there. is the gym. Ugh. That kind of hurts your eyes a little bit. Oh god.
If you want to watch one of my home movies,
Alright,
press
and then
the
now...
circle button.
Okay. There's a really simple mini game first, and then after that there's fish, and fishing is annoying. I'll explain that when I get there though. So yeah. This mini game, there's worms that come out of the ground. You gotta swat them. You gotta swat them, and you gotta get like 10 of them.
Gotcha.
That get them? Okay.
Gotcha.
And luckily they only come out one at a time, so it's not very challenging.
Come here, you.
And you only have to get 10, but since they only come out one at a time,
Gotcha.
did I get them? Yeah.
Maybe the sprinkler would bring the worms to the surface. That was great.
Okay, there you go.
We did it.
Okay. Now fishing is very annoying. There's a decent amount of RNG in this minigame, which is what makes it kind of suck. Alright. Did that not get him? What the heck? So yeah, basically you need the fish to appear. You need to wait for a fish to jump up so you can see where it is. Is that a fish? No, that's not a fish. And then sometimes when you throw the rod, it doesn't get a fish.
Never seen a fish like that before.
And then also you need to kind of steer them around the lily pads. This might... Okay, there you go. So yeah, because if you go through a lily pad, you can lose the fish. All right, where's my third one? Am I going all the way back here? All right, good. So yeah, you got to steer them in and out of the lily pads, and it gets harder as you get 3 fish because you move to a different spot. That was really good luck.
You won't win any prizes. Wow. Careful now. Sorry, little fishy. But you won't win any prizes.
That was close. I could have lost him on that one. And then once you get these 3, you go to the last section.
We better try someplace else.
And then since this is the last section, the fish are even bigger and it's even harder. I don't know if this is gonna get him. No. Okay.
Oh well, better try again.
That's not a fish. Okay, I'm gonna get this guy.
Never seen a fish like that before.
Oh my god, I can't catch any fish. Oh, this was really good. Okay. I'm gonna wait. There you go. Okay.
Careful now.
Okay. There we go.
Sorry, little fishy. Yep, but you won't win any prizes. Whoa, we got one.
That's not a fish.
Oh well, better try again.
Alright, come on.
Little boom boom.
There you go, this guy.
Wow.
Okay, need one more.
Sorry, little fishy. Yep, but you won't win
Pop
any
up.
prizes.
Pop up a fish. Give me one.
Whoa, we got one.
There you go. Perfect. Did I lose him? I lost him? How, dude? That's not fair, dude. How did I lose him at the last second? He was already out of the water. Okay. Okay, please give me this guy. Wow. That was a big time loss right at the end. I would have saved like 30 seconds. Yeah, I don't like the RNG of that. I don't know if this can be sub 30, but it's not too bad.
If you want to watch one of my home movies, press the circle button. Hey, a film case.
Okay. Yeah, I need to save 8 seconds if I want sub 30.
Get off of those sausages, Bowser.
Okay, so with this mini game,
They're mine.
there's no real like actual timing involved. You can just spam the button the direction that it tells you with the D-pad.
They're mine.
So it doesn't. There's nothing really special about this mini game. It's extremely easy.
Sausages for my dinner.
Okay. And then there's one mini game left. After this loads, it's just a little, like you play as Bowser and you gotta run through the little mini game. And if I do it fast, I can get sub 30. I had to save like 5 seconds though, so that's the thing. I don't know if I can save 5 seconds here. I really don't.
Get off of those sausages.
Oh, I did this mini game again somehow.
Say, let's change the game options.
Okay. There goes my time. Alright, there goes my time save, but it doesn't matter. This is for the silly games block. It doesn't have to be super optimized. It's just to show off how bad this game actually is. And I got there's a lot of time to look at stuff with this game. Oh my god. Okay. He just keep yelling up Bowser, like. Okay, this is really slow. Oh goodness. Alright, and the end is right up here after these three things. And that will be time. Okay. Whatever. That's a PB. And alright. I got some commentary in there. It's just a bad game. That's why it's perfect for the silly games block. Okay. I'm gonna end the local recording now.